Breaking right now, I-70 near Buckeye Lake is getting ready to close. ODOT says the eastbound lanes will begin closing in the next hour because of rising floodwaters. Here's a live look. ODOT says they expect the westbound lanes to close between 8 and 10 o'clock tonight. Buckeye Lake is set to crest at a record high in this area. The detour is going to be US 40. Kirsten Lindquist will have a live report on the changes ODOT wants you to watch out for. That's all new tonight at 5:30.
5 people living in a homeless encampment now accounted for after being reported missing for several hours and launching a massive search. Good evening. Thanks for joining us here at 5. I'm Jessica Ralston.
And I'm Rodney Dunnigan. Floodwaters swept through 2 homeless camps where 2 people had to be rescued. Aaron Simonek has been on that scene throughout the day. Aaron, what do we know at this hour?
Jessica, Rodney, really the best case scenario here at this hour. I'm standing above a bridge here at Blacklick Creek. We do know that 2 separate homeless encampments were wiped out from these floodwaters. And this all started when a woman living in this homeless encampment walked to a nearby Wendy's to call 911 when she saw just how high the waters were rising. When she came back, everyone that she lived with at the encampment were missing. That's what led to a massive search effort between dozens of different first responders along with several police departments. For much of the day, Columbus Fire and police searching for 5 unhoused individuals along with a dog. Now, before that, 2 separate homeless individuals were located in the waters, but for much of the day, that focus was on those 5 unhoused individuals. Within the last hour, we've learned all of those people were accounted for, but it is unclear where they were found. We do know the 5 individuals were not rescued, meaning they were located somewhere away from their camp and seemingly left that camp earlier in the day. This was a massive response with fire departments including Violet, Madison, and Truro Township assisting mutual aid. Throughout the day, CFD relying on drones and helicopters to try to locate these individuals because those waters were just too high and strong to put dive and rescue crews in the water. During their efforts, first responders actually had to be rescued themselves. 2 first responders rescued from the flood waters. Eventually, Columbus Fire tossing the investigation over to Columbus Police when it was determined the individuals were not in the water. Take a listen.
We always anticipate the worst case scenario. So I would say, yes, we anticipate the worst case scenario, but a lot of times it's not this bad. Many times it's just 2 or 3 feet of water with somebody that's sitting in a car or stuck. But this is actually a major flooding issue where a whole camp has been washed away. Well, 2 whole camps of homeless people were washed away by rapidly rising water.
Again, 2 separate homeless encampments affected by this, one underneath the bridge that I'm standing on, another about 1,000 feet away. Now, Columbus police tell me there is no possibility of any type of inducing panic charges. They do say they're just glad that those individuals were accounted for. But of course, no rescue efforts taking place to save those 5 individuals. What I mean by that is they were located on ground and not in the water. Now, a current look at the water levels, they continue to be going down at this hour without continuous rainfall. But again, individuals living around this area say this water here along Blacklick Creek is really the highest they've seen it in years. For now, reporting on your side here on Columbus's east side, I'm Aaron Simonek, ABC 6 News. Jess, Rodney.
All right, thank you, Aaron. A 12-year-old boy is recovering tonight after being rescued from the water in Blacklick. Crews were called to Sweister Court just before 2 o'clock this afternoon. That road is just behind the Blacklick Creek. Police say the boy was taken to the hospital simply out of precautions.
We have a look now at flooding in Reynoldsburg from the air tonight from our drone. This drone track video shows you homes surrounded by water and cars submerged. One of the harder hit areas in Reynoldsburg is right along White Butterfly Court.
And families in that community tell us this is not the first time they've had to deal with these issues. Annabelle Kinney has the full story.
The water came fast. Thursday morning, flash flooding swallowed streets, yards, and driveways in this Reynoldsburg neighborhood near Nocturne Road and Briarcliff Road. For people watching it rise, it was another reminder of just how relentless the weather has felt.
All this happening right after the big tornado, I don't know, it just makes me feel really sad for everyone that's getting affected.
Water rescue crews spent hours pulling families and their pets to dry ground as neighbors watched the water swallow almost everything in its path.
I see car would disappear on the water all the way to the roof. My friend's house, his basement was flooded all the way to the door. You can't see the car, you can't see nothing.
Leah and Huss Trowry say this isn't the first time they've woken up to a scene like this.
What was like 2020? We took kayaks and was kayaking down that way, but the water's a lot worse than what it was.
Now neighbors are left wondering what to do next with their basements flooded and property damaged.
My husband went downstairs and our basement, like half basement, especially laundry room, was all flooded. All my clothes and furniture is all underwater. Carpet, especially carpet, and smell was terrible.
While there is a lot of work ahead, some in the neighborhood are just trying to make the most of a bad situation. Did you have fun on the floaty? On the float?
Yes.
As the water begins to recede, neighbors say they're just thankful everyone is okay.
Thank you for all workers who works now, tries to clean this water, and I hope everybody will be okay with God's help.
On your side in Reynoldsburg, Annabelle Kinney, ABC6 News.
All right, take a look at this happening right now. The flood wall is coming down in Franklinton. This is a live look at the progress happening at Green Lawn and Harmon Avenues. The wall was activated this morning around 8 a.m. due to the rising Scioto River. The river peaked at just over 23 feet this morning and is now about 20 feet. NOAA is forecasting that levels will drop to 15 feet overnight. Mayor Andrew Ginther calls the high water Mother Nature's latest curveball after strong storms caused major damage last week. In just the last few weeks, the Columbus Public Service Department has logged over 2,000 hours due to the severe weather. Let's toss things over to meteorologist Jennifer Herbert as flood warnings remain in effect tonight.
It's certainly been a season for wet weather, Jen, but there has been so much rain in Columbus this month. It's literally going into the record books.
Yeah, our normal August rainfall is a little bit less than 4 inches so far this month, and this number hasn't changed since I checked it a couple of hours ago, but we've picked up over 10.5 inches, and we've got more rainfall on the way. So right now we sit at the 5th wettest month of all time, 2nd wettest August of all time. And again, we expect this number to maybe move up at least 1 or 2 slots as we do have more rain in the forecast. Right now you can see this bright green color, some flood warnings still in place as it does take time for this water to recede. Sometimes it's a few hours, sometimes it's a few days. You can see in some of these areas we are picking up on a little bit more rainfall. Most of us are dry, but there are still some spotty rain showers, even some heavier downpours within these working their way through the area. Now we will be mostly dry as we head through the rest of the evening, and that is some good news. Tomorrow morning as we wake up, we'll see some dense fog move in that could limit your visibility out the door. Just keep that in mind, and then you'll notice the next few hours we stay mild, temperatures falling to just 70 degrees as we head into the 10 o'clock hour. I mentioned more rain on the way. I'll let you know when to expect that coming up in the full forecast.